What is up, guys? Big M here, and today we're going to have a bit of a updated review, or if this is your first time seeing this video, a review on the PCX. This is the 2015 125cc PCX by Honda, and some of you might be able to see the few little scratches on my little bike here, and that was when I had a bit of a slide. The video is right there, and even after the slide, the bike works perfectly. The thing one, very durable. So today I am going to take you over all the features and also give you guys a bit of a sort of a demonstration on what the bike can do as well. You can actually see my actual review, my written review, and a few more other people's reviews on the bike right now on the bikemarket.co.uk. The guys at bikemarket.co.uk reached out to me and asked me if I would write a written review on the bike, which I was more than happy to do. But this isn't a sponsored video by them. I'm not getting paid or anything from them. This is just me doing a review, and thanks to them, they've put my YouTube channel on their website as well. So big shout out to the bikemarket.co.uk. Their link will be in the description below to the PCX and where my review is. So the first thing someone asks me when they ask me about the PCX, to be honest, is the comfort. And this seat is ridiculously comfy, and it's the first thing that anyone says when they actually take a seat on it, that the seat is really comfy. And bearing in mind, I have been on short journeys, long journeys. I commute 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week on this bike. This is my only mode of transport, and I love it. No matter what, that seat is comfy. So anyone who's sort of taller and wondering whether or not you'd actually fit on the bike as well, it is comfy even if you are 6 foot and above, because you can see on the pads down here, you can either sit with your foot like that, or you can sit more cruiser with your feet up like that. Obviously this is a scooter, so you don't have to worry about any gears or anything like that. And also it's not a traditional scooter where it's got the full pull through there. It's obviously, that's where the petrol tank is, so it means the base under here is actually a bit bigger than what a normal scooter would be, but we'll get onto that in a bit. Obviously it's a 125. The max speed you will get out of this is 65 on a straight. Okay, the reason I say that is you will stay at 65, between 60 and 65. Other than that, if you come to a hill or anything like that, because I do a lot of dual carriageway driving with this, you'll stay at 65 on a straight. As soon as you get off that straight, if there's a hill or anything, it will slow you down. When people buy this, they're usually buying it for city driving, and for city driving it is perfect. And I mean perfect, it really is. Because one of the features this bike does have, it's mainly for city driving. It has the start-stop, which I will show you in a bit. Now with the fuel side of it, the running cost of this, fuel-wise, is next to nothing. Obviously, you've got a fuel station over there, and if I was to fill this up from empty, it would cost me about £7.50, and that £7.50 will last me about 2 weeks, depending on how I ride it. If you're ringing the arse off it all the time, then it might last a week and a half, something like that. But Honda advertises this as about 133 miles to the gallon, and I get approximately about 110, 115, 120 if I'm really sort of being conservative with my fuel. And I really think 110, 150 miles to the gallon for a little scooter which you're going around with, it pretty much brings the cost of fuel pretty much down to barely nout. Like I say, I fill this up every week and a half, and it costs me about £6 to fill it up. So I barely spend more than £25 a month using this to full commute, and I do ride this in any weather. So basically, I've had this bike in pretty much any weather you think of apart from snow, especially high winds and everything like that, which is good. Obviously, high winds with this bike. The bike is a bit light. You will feel the wind push you, but it's very stable. And every time I've been hit by a big gust of wind at the side, I've been able to correct it because of how stable and agile this bike is. It's great. I love it. So let's go on to a few features which some of you might enjoy. Obviously, every bike does have this. You've got your steering lock, but Honda does something a bit differently with the steering locks, especially on the PCX. So when you put your steering lock on, obviously pull the lock all the way to the left, and lock the box. But if you can see under there, it actually has an integral shield that goes over where the key goes in. And basically what that does, it stops people being able to jam something in there. It gives you extra bit of security which can deter thieves. It's not going to stop them, because thieves will always find a way, but it gives them that little bit extra to have to do to actually get it away. And in that sort of area, if I open it back up, it's the back of the key, goes in there, twist it, takes the shield up so you can actually unlock the bars. So if I take it to the first click, under there you'll see your seat and your fuel. If you pop the fuel, the key does have to be in to do this. That's where your fuel goes. Typical gas tank, open it up, pop your fuel in, pop back down. And the next bit, which is your seat. So that is your, that bit pops your seat. So that's your under-seat storage. So what I'll do is I'll just move the handlebar so I can actually lift this up. With the under-seat storage, if a wind does block that, it does have an automatic stop. So even if you're in there and the wind blows, it's not going to stop. All you do is push it past it and it goes up. But thanks to the petrol tank being right at the front, you get a much bigger receipt in there. I will put that in my pocket and bid it later. It does accommodate a helmet, but the one problem I have found, if you have an average size helmet, so that's sort of an extra small, or a medium, your helmet will fit in there. But big heads like mine, you will not fit your helmet in there. And I will demonstrate this. So I will get my spare helmet, which is right here. This is an extra large helmet. This is the first helmet I ever got. Now I've got this front lifter, which is a lot better. But it will fit in that way. But as soon as you try and close it, it's just a bit big. And I found a medium helmet, depending on the make, will fit in there. But that's your medium, sort of your max. No matter which way you put it, even if you put the little bit there, it just doesn't fit in. The only way it'll fit in is going that way, but then it won't close. But that is not saying that the under-seat storage is not good, because if you've seen one of my other videos, which is when I did my shopping on the bike, you can fit, and I know this for a fact because I've done it, 2 3-litre bottles of pop in the bottom and extra stuff. If you want to do 2-litre bottles, you can fit like 3 or 4 of them in the base of there, which to me is perfect for what I need, because I have this, I believe it's a 39 or 29 litre top box, which my helmet fits in perfectly, and this helmet fits in just as well. But I would always suggest having a top box anyways, because it's a bit extra storage as well. But in here as well is where your battery is. Just that little flap comes off and you get access to your battery in there. It means you don't have to take seats off, you don't have to go underneath the panels and everything. It's really convenient to get to, especially since, you know, if you leave the key and you're dead in your battery like I did, which is not good at all. So I'll just pop that flap back on and on it goes. So another feature on this bike, which you get a little bit of a glove box, which is on this side of the bike. Move the handlebars out the way. Just this little thing in here. Push it in and it drops down. It does go quite far back. You could fit a full sort of normal sized bottle of water right in there, and it fits lovely. And as well, under there, in here, you do have a 12 watt or 12 volt power outlet. So like your cigarette lighters, which you use in the car, you can plug in there with the USB and you can charge your phone up and things when the bike's on, which I think is really good. But obviously you can't charge it when you're riding, because the way it's placed, you can't actually get a small enough sort of charger that goes in there to be able to close this as well. so it's usually used when you're stopped. But my main issue with this little glove box, you cannot lock it. So if you stop anywhere and leave your bike unattended, you cannot leave anything in there, because if you do, someone can just easily come along, press it, open it, take your stuff. So that's my one issue with that little box there, is you cannot lock it. So let's get on to the actual bike part. So engine wise, I can't remember all the specs, but I will actually put them on the screen right now. It's 125cc. It is direct driven back with a belt at the back wheel. And other than that, I'm not too sure on it because it's not really tacked up. But brake wise, it's got disc brakes at the front and a drum brake at the back. I do know that for definite. And the brakes on this are really good. If you squeeze them brakes, you will definitely stop, and they will stop quick. And obviously, with it being a scooter, unlike a normal bike, this is not your clutch, this is your back brake and your front brake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and attach my camera somewhere, possibly on that lamppost. We'll see how it happens. To show you guys the stopping power of this bike at a sort of different angle. But what I'll do is I'll show you how to actually start the bike. So what you do, obviously turn the key all the way, light on. Pull your back brake in all the way, and then hit your electric start right there. And it will start all the time. I have not had an issue in freezing cold weather at all with the bike starting. It starts every time for me, no matter what. So, I have been able to get the camera propped up on there. It looks a bit weird if you're looking at it, but it does give a good angle. So, what we'll do, just take it off the centre stand there, and it is very, very light. And I'm telling you now, it is really light. The bike moves really easily, and obviously a little twist of the throttle, you will go. And the brakes are pretty damn good. Obviously, with being a scooter or anything like that, it's just twist and go. I'm just going to let it warm up a little bit, so I can also show you the idling stop. Obviously, I'm sitting here now. As you can see, I've got a little light there, which says that my idling stop is working, or is basically ready to use. So to do the idling stop, obviously, you'll be pulling up at a traffic light, and you will stop, and you wait 1, 2, and the engine cuts off. Completely cuts off. You see it flashing now? That basically says that the engine has stopped and it's working, and your engine just hasn't just died on you. And then all you do, tiniest little twist of the throttle, the engine comes back on. But obviously, wait a few more seconds, it'll cut back off. So if you want to just go, obviously the traffic lights, all you're doing is just pulling away straight off. Okay? And that's easy as that. And it is really, really agile. So just turn it around here and get back up to the top. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do this emergency stop. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I kind of know where the camera's set up, so what I'm going to do is where you can actually see me start, which is about 3 parking spaces that way, that is where I'm going to apply the brakes and see where I end up. And I'm going to tell you now, it won't be that many off. So as soon as I get to, I'll show you where I'm going to apply my brakes. So I'm going to apply my brakes. 1, 2. You know something? I'm confident enough. I am going to apply my brakes once I hit this line. Okay? And I am going to apply them hard. So I'm going to try and stick it about 15 to 20 mile an hour before I get my brakes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down there, and next time you see me on that camera, I will be doing the emergency stop. Okay, so here we go. So we're at 20 mile an hour. And there we go. Got 1.5 parking spaces. That is it. And I did squeeze them quite hard. So you're stopping your stopping distances and things. Obviously, depending on the weather, it is really dry right now, so you always want to be careful of your stopping distances and everything like that. But your brakes, they do work really well on the PCX. And you do have two stands on the PCX. One which is the kickstand, which is just there, and that will cut your engine off. It does have a kill switch in. But obviously, when you put that down, you're going to be coming off the bike anyways. So, it helps. Obviously, myself, I keep it on the centre stand. It's just there, put hand in there, pop it on the centre stand, done. And the centre stand is a lot more stable, I feel, especially if in any wind and things like that. Your bike's definitely going to stay up. So I always suggest, if you're going to leave your bike, leave it on the centre stand. And also lock your wheel. But that, guys, I think pretty much covers everything. If you do have any more questions on that, do pop them down in the comment box below. I do answer as many as I can and as quick as I can. And if you are new and you've just tuned in this video, thank you for watching. If you're at this point in the video, please smack that like button. It really does show me that you guys like the video and enjoy what I'm doing. And also, if you are new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Obviously, I do all my motovlogs on a PCX, and we do have some fun and go out riding and exploring places. But if you are new, it's great to see you. And if you are a regular, guys, thank you for coming back. Your support is really, really how I continue doing this. I do love doing this, but it's you guys that help me do it even more, because it shows me that you guys want to. And I'm almost currently at 160 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. So we'll try and keep it going, and we'll try and get to that magic 200. But we'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much me done. I am now going to head to Whitley Ice Rink, because I am going to watch the Whitley Warriors play, which is an ice hockey team, which is my favourite ice hockey team. It's a local ice hockey team anyways. But just remember, you can check out my written review on the bikemarket.co.uk and continue watching my videos on the Big M's channel. And I will catch you guys later. But always remember, ride safe, but have fun.